Hi, PE552. So for Unit 5, the forum discussion on uh, our philosophy, mine particularly in coaching, uh, my little summary to give you guys is start off with I emphasize more on player safety than winning. I think winning is a very important part of the game because in that um, a lot more things can happen that can benefit coaching and teams and just benefits a lot with winning. You know, more money gets allocated to the program and so on and so forth. But not regarding my philosophy. Um, I believe in a meritocracy. I believe you earn your position and earn your playing time. You, no matter what, that's what you do is what you get, and there's no bias, no discrimination on class, race, or even gender. Like the Cal Lutheran recently has a female on the football team. She is a kicker and is actually very good, and she's earning a lot of playing time and has scored a couple field goals and extra points for us. Anyway, um, regarding a benevolent or democratic leader, and I think this ties into also with an intense coach or fun coach. Players need structure. They need something that they can lean on because if you give too much, they'll take too much. And I did the same exact thing when I was a player just not that long ago. And I believe that you need a coach who is willing to listen and be a voice for the players upstairs. I call it upstairs, or in the coaching booth during meetings, but can still lay down the law and still take control of his or her players when need be. And I think it would kind of depend with breaking athletes. I think it depends on the age. I think high school, you can get away with that, where you kind of break down people and build back up. In college, it would kind of depend on the division. I am more familiar with Division 3 athletes, in which they are extremely stubborn, um, and there's very little to give to persuade them to change. So, where in Division 1 there's a copious amount of scholarships, and even Division 2 there's scholarships and gear and stuff that they can be given. In Division 3 there really is nothing at all. You get a cotton T-shirt every year. But I think I think regarding breaking a player down, I think they just need a common goal in order to come together as one team. I coach because deep down, I think my vocation is to help as many people as possible. And for me, I've come from a long family history of law enforcement and military. And I think in the present state that we're in, I think a coach can actually have the greatest impact, where there's so many aspects of life that are under such scrutiny right now, good, bad, or indifferent. And I'm not here to judge on that. But I think a coach can really make a difference on a kid's life and make it for the better. So I find it extremely important with respect. No matter who you are or what you do, you give due respect at all times. And if someone hasn't earned your respect, then you give it to them anyway, and you just kind of go through if you're trying to get away from a situation, you just act respectfully, calm, cool, collected, and you just exit. And that's what I tell my players and everything, where if you find yourself in a situation where you are 100% in the right, then if someone else sees, they would back you up. But sometimes it's worth the trouble. Sometimes you just gotta be respectful, and you just got to exit the situation. And we say take the L. Just sometimes you just got to take it. Regarding athletic ability, I am extremely sensitive to players with heart. Whether or not they're going to play, honestly, it doesn't matter to me. I will sit there, I will talk football, I will instruct the best I can on whatever position I can. I'm an offensive line coach, and I've helped a linebacker. I've got minimal experience with linebackers, but I have a little bit, and but I will do whatever I can. I've been around coaches who, if you're not playing, they won't give you the time of day, and I feel that's wrong and has no place in this profession. So how I coach, I like to have a combination. I feel, as I said before, if you're too lenient, then they take advantage of you, and you really can't have a serious discussion because they won't take you serious. And B, you can't teach anything because they'll feel like they know more and are better. However, if you're too strict, they're going to rebel. So I'm still trying to find that medium area, that middle area, because right now I think I'm erring on the side of lenient because I'm such freshly off the player bus and everything. It's still getting used to coaching, but I'm kind of trial and error. And I measure my effectiveness not by wins, but I measure it on how the players feel. How many guys do I have returning next year? How many guys want to play for the coach, want to play for the program? I had a tough experience while playing in college regarding coaching and everything, and there was one coach I had my sophomore year, and he was absolutely incredible. The entire offensive line, for the first time in my career at Cal Lutheran, came back, other than the graduating senior. And since he left, maybe half of the offensive line would come back now. And it's just it's very telling to see when a coach is actually successful. And it's not by wins, but I think it's on the player enjoyment. Wins are definitely nice, but I think if a player loves what they're doing, they're going to try even harder, not only for you, but for everyone else around them, and the wins will come. Anyway, that is my short little summary of my coaching philosophy. Thank you, guys.